All right, September 19th, it's Global Board Shop Day, and I recently caught up with my friend Mike Vavak, who launched this grand idea. Now, before we jump into that conversation with Mike, I've got to share my board shop journey because surf, skate, and snow shops are at the core of where people discover their stoke. For me, it began in the early 80s. I bought my first surfboard, a used ET spider board and wetsuit from ET Surfboards in Hermosa Beach. And then my first custom surfboard was from Dennis Jarvis when he opened up Spider Surf Shop. I then went to work for South Coast Surf Shop in San Diego while I was going to college. And after graduating, I opened up my very own surf and snowboard shop, which was called H2O. Now, over the years, I've become friends with so many shop owners, and aside from the ones I've already named, I have to give shout outs to Harbor Surfboards, Canvas by Caton, and Surfside Sports for all the stoke and love over the years and for keeping me dialed in. That's it for me. Let's jump over to the conversation with Mike and hear more about Board Shop Day. All right. We're rolling, man. This is all good. Board Shop Day with Mike Vavak. Dude, how are you? What's going on?
Doing great. Just getting through this pandemic and being a stay-home teacher and preparing for Board Shop Day, which is this weekend, September 19th, the second annual Board Shop Day. That is.
Got it. Second annual. Gosh, it seems like it's been going on for several years now, longer than that. But so, what was the idea behind Board Shop Day? What prompted it?
Well, it's kind of funny. There is a gentleman in Tasmania named Victor Telly, and he used to own Red Herring Surf, which is a chain of surf shops in Tasmania. And him and I have talked over the years through my other Instagram, Building the Revolution. And he showed me a picture of a line outside a record store. And he sent me this text that said, "Look at this. This is record store day. This is amazing. Somebody should do something like this for surf shops, where we had limited releases and people lined up to celebrate, board shops." And I was like, "Dude, you're right. That's such a great idea." And for like, no joke, for 2 weeks, I must have, gone around town thinking someone needs to start Board Shop Day. That would be amazing. Like, someone needs to start that. Who's going to start that? And after about 2 weeks, I was like, you're going to start it. You're starting Board Shop Day. And that's literally how it happened. I reached out to Victor and I was like, "Dude, I'm starting Board Shop Day. We're doing this." And I decided to make it the third Saturday in May. So it was always on a Saturday right before the kids got out of school for summertime. So hopefully they could get something limited and special and just really celebrate the board shops, the surf shops that have given us so much. I mean, if you really, really think about it, this whole industry wouldn't exist if we didn't have surf shops and surfboard shapers.
No, you're spot on. I mean, look, that's where all of us discover our stoke. I mean, I still remember walking into ET Surf Shop back in the early 80s and just being, inebriated in this euphoric smell of surf wax and resin and wetsuits, all that stuff. And it was just like, what is this smell? I can't get it out of my head. And I dreamt about it and everything. It'd be killer if somebody could find a way to bottle up that smell and make candles, because I think a lot of us would, burn that stuff 24/7. One thing that you said, Mike, about like, record day and everything like that. I think one of the things I remember from the music industry was every Tuesday is when artists and record labels would release new records. That's why there was that, line around the corner. And I remember waiting in that line too. It's like whether it was my favorite hair metal band that was about to drop a cassette tape, it's like I wanted to be in line at Tower Records to get it on that Tuesday. We don't see that in the surf, skate, snow industry. Those drops aren't there. And I can't remember the last time I saw a line for people to get into a shop, either than when it was like an autograph signing or something like that. But it just brings me, it brings a thought that it's like, gosh, it'd be killer if like maybe once a month there was like these drops that would take place at shops where, people would flock to them, right?
Yeah, you bring up a great point, and you are correct. New music comes out on Tuesdays, And Record Store Day was actually started 10 years ago. And it's crazy to see where it is now. But if you think about when it started 10 years ago, the music industry was going through a major change of
Yeah.
people aren't going to the record store anymore. They're buying music online. So what happened that special Tuesday? Nobody has to go to the store anymore and wait in line to get their favorite hair metal band. They just either pre-order it or download it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So let's make 2 days a year, because they actually do, I believe it's Black Friday and another day in the summertime, where let's do limited drops there that are only available at surf shops. I'm sorry, record stores, surf shops on the brain, where these special limited edition recordings are only available at record stores, or better yet, bands are playing at a record store on this day. Like, it's just another reason to go and support your independent record store. And here we are 10 years later, and it's huge. So we're 2 years into Board Shop Day, and I mean, Ronnie Blakey was announcing it just the other day at the Tweeds Pro on the WSL. I'm like, wow, word is spreading. I mean, Ocean and Earth right now just handed out 500 hats that say Board Shop Day to surf shops throughout Australia, and 50 of them are here in the US, which I've distributed them. So people can get something limited and something special, whether it's a gift with purchase or they're just giving it away. The whole goal is to put the special back into specialty retail.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. I mean, how cool would it be to see pro surfers and athletes, surfers, skateboarders, snowboarders flock to their local shops and post up for the day, supporting the shops and everything like that. I think there's a lot of potential in this movement. How many shops are participating? Who have you heard back from?
That's crazy. I mean, just here in the U.S., I hear from shops like WSMS in Florida. I hear from shops like Ferias over in New Jersey. I'm sorry, Ferias. Caton, Huntington Surfsport. In Hawaii, you got Quality Surfboards posting things right now. I mean, the thing that amazes me the most is sometimes when you think shops aren't listening or participating, then Board Shop Day comes up and you see the Instagram social media posts light up, and they're reminding people. I mean, even in Australia, you got guys like Star Surf partaking in Board Shop Day, and they've been promoting for weeks already. We have a great media partner over there, ASB Magazine, who is the industry magazine for Australia and Indonesia and Tasmania and New Zealand. In the UK, Board Source Mag has been a media partner there, so they're spreading the words over there. Again, it's just kind of crazy. Sometimes you think, oh, no one's paying attention, and then the day comes up and social media lights up. And being here in the US, it always blows me away, because I wake up, turn on my Instagram, and I've already seen how many shops have been posting, because it's already been Board Shop Day in Australia. It's pretty cool, and it just makes you feel good. Like you said, you get that stoke from going to a surf shop back in the day. I get that same stoke every time I see a shop post or talk about Board Shop Day, or again, Ronnie Blakey mentioning it on WSL live broadcasts, or Chaz Smith, writing about it on Beach Grit, or Surfer Magazine, who wrote about it. Tiffany at Shop Eat Surf, I mean, it stokes me out that people are talking about it. And again, I can only imagine where we're going to be 10 years from now, and we talk about that stoke. And for me, the one main thing I want to get across to everybody is this is about stoke. Board Shop Day is not a day of discount. This is not a day for a sale. It's not Labor Day. It's not Black Friday. This is a day to celebrate what makes us special. Why is your surf shop special? What do you have that people can't get anywhere else? So, if I may right now, I know I'm rambling, but that's my call to action for next year. Brands, make something. You're already making products. Set one thing aside to be released on Board Shop Day next year. Because again, without board shops, without surf shops, without surfboard shapers, there would be no brands, there would be no media, there would be no tour. It wouldn't exist. There would be no industry without surf shops. We need to celebrate them. We need to support them. We need to give them things that are special that they can't get anywhere else.
Yeah. No, I think it's a killer message, and the timing is right for it and everything. And what a great way to just share stoke throughout shops and everything like that. And look, I hope it continues to grow as it should. I got no doubt that more and more people are going to be jumping on the bandwagon. And look, here I am. It's like I'm getting an early start. I got my ET surf shirt. This is where I got my first surfboard and wetsuit ever. This is where it all started for me. So I wanted to wear this shirt in celebration of this conversation. But for me, that's where my story began. It's like I think there are so many guys in the industry that would be willing to share their first experience of a surf shop and what happened, and even some of the hazing that took place with some of these groms. It's like if you're a grom, getting hazed at a surf shop is a rite of passage. It's like you got to have those war stories to be able to share. And man, it's like I remember so many of them from my days of working at surf shops to even owning a surf shop and what we did to the groms. And now they're killer human beings. They grew up surfing and skateboarding and snowboarding, and I see these guys passing that on to their kids too. So it's something exciting to celebrate, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And I mean, even, at our age, our mid 20s, because I remember when we were teens, just kidding, I'm a bit older than 20. But I remember some of those stories from when I was a teenager, and they will live on forever. Whether it was me being hazed or another kid being hazed, it was all love. It was all good. And those shops are still my home today. Yeah. It's just an extended part of my family. And that's just what you do. You support your family, friends and family.
No, that's a great message, Mike. Look, stoked on what you're doing with Board Shop Day. I know I'm going to step foot in a surf shop as well on Saturday. I haven't decided which one because there's so many of them that I love and they're friends of mine and everything. So it's going to be hard to hit all of them. But I'm stoked to see what happens, onward and upward. And let's keep it going. This thing has a lot of potential.
Thank you so much. And if I may add one thing,
if
anybody wants, daily updates or just daily stoke about surf shops, you can always go to the Instagram handle, which is Surf Shop Day. The reason why it's Surf Shop Day and not Board Shop Day is we're officially changing the name to Surf Shop Day for the third annual because this year Skate Shop Day launched. And talking to the guy who launched Skate Shop Day, I didn't want Board Shop Day to be confusing, because it's boards and it's all encompassing. So I'm changing it to Surf Shop Day. But what that will actually do is you'll have Skate Shop Day in February, and then you'll have Surf Shop Day in May. So that will spread out the awareness and the support of independent board shops and really make the celebration, much longer and hopefully turn on many, many more people on how important it is to support our independent board stores.
Yeah, no, that's killer that you're able to work together to celebrate both sports and everything. And look, let's hope somebody else comes along and picks up snowboard shop day, snow shop day, or whatever it is, and celebrate that first fall of snow and the mountains opening up.
I hope so. It literally just takes one person to spark the idea. And that's the great thing about it is ideas are bulletproof. If something happens to me and I disappear tomorrow, well, Board Shop Day / Surf Shop Day will still be here because there's already so many people carrying the torch.
Yep, absolutely. Well, make sure you don't go anywhere because you're doing a killer job driving this whole initiative, and we need you for a few more years. So thanks for jumping on, and appreciate all that you're doing, and we'll be catching up again soon.
All right, buddy. Later.